ladies and gents, did you watch the Open last night? Sorry, the Open. What am I talking about? The Masters? How good was that? That was absolutely unbelievable. Young lad's with us at the moment. He went, I say young lad, he's getting on a bit now. He went out yesterday to see his girlfriend and he said, oh, she won't see me. Just went last round at Masters is on. But I'll have to go, he said. She's driving down here to meet me, so I'll go for an hour. Anyway, he came back and what I'd said to me, what are you watching? I said, well, all you do, record the thing, stop it wherever you're at, and when you come back, start from where you were. I said, I'm watching upstairs, I'll turn the sound down so you won't know what's what. Don't come in my room because the scores are on the screen all the time. Watch it from where you see it, it'd be like watching it live. Oh, I think I'll do that, he said. Anyway, he came in. Oh, I've heard him pub Rory's 1300. He's walked it. I said, Kyle, you never know, you never know. Oh, he'll have walked it, he said. Oh, aye, he said. I bet it's all this fell apart, he said. I believe he's won it easy. I said, not necessarily. That was about the time he was like 2 or 3 up. Only minutes later, he's level, and minutes after that, he's 1 down. And my lad's saying, I'm not coming in, but I know he's walked it. It's hardly worth me watching. I said, all I'm going to say is watch it. He said, no, I'll tell you now. DeChambeau will be out. Rory will have won it easy. Sheffield will probably be second. This'll be that. I said, all I'm going to say, you don't want me to say anything. I'll just say you're wrong about everything you're saying. No, he said, you're making it up. He'll win it easily. I said, well, all I'll say is watch it. Watch it because otherwise you'll be disappointed if you miss it. I couldn't believe it. It was up and down, up and down, up and down. It was like a pair of Katie Price knickers. It was honestly unbelievable. I couldn't believe it at all. I really couldn't believe it at all. I don't mean she's got no elastic in them. I don't mean that at all. No. Anyway, that's by the by. It's a different story. But and how we went for when it put it in the water was on about 13. God only knows. But what a game of brilliant last day in the end. Absolutely fantastic. Tell you what I thought was great. On the 18th in regulation, Faldo said, I'll tell you, if he puts it, I think he'll be on his knees. I thought, oh, that's it. I think he'll be on his knees, his legs will collapse. I thought, if he misses it, his legs will probably collapse. Anyway, he does miss it. His legs don't collapse, but he looks like he's got the world on his shoulders. It really does. And I'm thinking, as he's going into cabin there to sign the scorecards, I'm thinking, it'll take a monumental effort to come back and win it now because he had it in the palm of his hands. He should have won it on the 18th. Justin Rosie's feeling full of beans and Rory looked like, as I say, he just didn't want to be there. He looked like he had everything on his shoulders and it's credit to him that he came back out and won it on the 1 hole. It really is. You know, some fantastic shots in last night. I mean, that one where he went for eagle, how he missed the putt is beyond me with the sneaking it all the way around. Was it on about 15? I don't know what it was. You'll know better than me. Fantastic. The other thing is he missed on the 18th, he's walking off, and they said to Faldo, well, what have you got to say about that, Nick? And he said something like, shocked. And his co-commentator wanted him to talk about it, and Faldo couldn't say anything. I think he said shocked or something like that, or gobsmacked, enough as to say, how on earth has he missed that? And I felt the same myself. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe what we were watching. I really couldn't. But what a fantastic final day. Absolutely brilliant. The drama there, many years, is fantastic. But I think this year, it probably surpassed itself. As I said to you folks, I'd had a few bets over the weekend. I'm gutted, really, because I was on for a good few quid. Matsuyama let me down on the Saturday, big style. I mean, worst round of the day. Yesterday, he comes out almost the best round of the day. Was he 7 over on Saturday? He was going 7 under yesterday until the 18th, and he dropped one, so he was 6 under. And I'm thinking, I cannot believe it. The wheels fell off on Saturday, and that's the day I'm on. I don't know if anybody looked at any of the tips I gave the other day. I only realised it late last night. I thought, he's going well, a couple of them here, or one of them especially. And I didn't realise the price again, Matt. Did you? I mentioned Homer. I don't know if anyone else was on Homer. What did I do the other day? Now, bear in mind, I've started to give the odd tip, but they're not tips. I'm not saying bet them. I'm saying these are things I fancy. And I went for about 7 or 8 people at, 6 I think at good prices, really big prices that I thought were too big, and 2 that were a few rungs down from the real top of the leaderboard, but good prices. And I think the biggest one of all was the one that came in. Who did I give? I gave about 1, 2, 4 that come nowhere, The two I fancied at the higher end of the market were Matsuyama and Neiman. Neiman was going okay, not so bad. I think he came about 15th, Neiman. But the biggest price of all was Max Homer. 175 to 1. 12 places he came. 12th. So that'd have been a nice return. You know I do 1 point each way and everything. So how many did I have there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 point each way, 14 points. And I think it was about 35 back. So it'd have been a 20-point profit if I'd have put them on. But did I put any of them on? Did I, buggery? Never put any on at all. Never put any on at all. But they were all big prices and I thought they might outrun the odds. As it turned out, only Homer did. But if anybody got on, well done. Right, that's it from me on the Masters. I just thought I'd give it a quick mention. I loved it. If you watched it, I'm sure you did yourself. And that's it. I'll be doing scores on the doors later. And going forward, I am going to look at, as I say, on the big days, mentioning a few horses that I'm going to be going for. But they're not tips. I'm not a tipster by any means whatsoever. But you can look in and see how I've done. It'll give you an insight into what I'm betting and how I'm betting. And that, for now, is it, folks. I say, if you watched the Masters, I hope you enjoyed it. And hopefully we'll get a lot more content out there this week. Hopefully we'll have a lot more to talk about. Because the stories today are very, very, very thin on the ground. Right, catch up with you later. Hope you're all well.